They say bad things come in threes. Just ask Chris Potkeeter. First, his tools were stolen. Then he found out the crook was in fact one of his employees. But Chris says the icing on the cake was when police did nothing about it.
Nathan Klaus. Chris Allen from the Current Affair, mate. Just wanted to ask you some questions about the claims that you stole from your boss.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We've got all the evidence, we got a confession, and it still feels like the police aren't doing anything.
Well, they say you confessed to stealing from them all their equipment. Is that the case, Nathan?
No, mate, no, what you're talking about.
So you've solved the crime?
Here it is, laid out. Piece by piece, every single thing from the start to the finish, we handed to them.
Chris Potkeeter and his dad Rico were robbed 2 months ago. Their workshop stripped of $50,000 worth of tools. They say they know who did it, and police have done nothing to arrest the person they accuse. What sort of person would steal from their boss like that? They gave you a chance.
Wasn't me, mate.
Nathan Klaus is the one Chris and Rico say stole from them. Nathan used to work at the family's workshop at Redcliffe in Brisbane's north, which makes safety accessories for jet skis.
We're not the police. I can't go to his house and arrest him. I don't have that right. I don't have that authority. I've got all the evidence, I can present that. But at what point, do you want the police to do something? So this is the moments before he actually broke in.
Chris claims when the police started dragging their heels on the investigation, he started collecting security camera vision of the night it happened. He finds a red ute towing a trailer coming into and out of the street.
Our shop is just above, just out of the camera view there.
So it's clearly a red ute.
Red ute with, tray on the back, towing a move-it-yourself trailer.
So Chris takes the video evidence to his local police station where he says he's told,
everyone's busy, you're not special. You're one case of 150 in the area, the officer will get to you when he can.
It's a bit of a kick in the guts.
Yeah, it was definitely a shock.
Chris contacts the trailer hire company, which confirms a trailer was hired that night for 4 hours. But they say they can only give the police the name of the person who hired it. Then Chris happens to drive past where Nathan Klaus lives and sees a red ute very similar to the one caught on CCTV.
And there was the ute, parked out the front. Just parked out the front, whole world to see.
Well, it certainly looks like the ute that was involved in the theft that night. It's parked in front of your property, been here for months apparently.
Yeah, it's a motorbike.
So Chris goes back to police, where this time he's told,
you as an employer can interview him, talk to him, get a confession. If you can get on an audio, that's fine. Video is a bonus.
Is there anything you want to tell us?
No, sorry for doing it. Stupid for doing it.
So sure enough, Chris and Rico call Nathan in and he confesses to doing it.
How long did it take you to plan this?
Just anything. Sorting like that insurance.
Why are you reluctant to talk about it? You spoke to them about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know you broke in? Yeah. We know you
broke in.
He confessed. He said he's going to try and get our stuff back for us.
What's the chances of our stuff getting back?
Should be
able to get back.
You believe you can?
Yeah.
Mate, they say they've got you on tape saying that you stole this equipment because you owed money to someone else.
How much?
$2 million.
You owe him $2 grand.
Oh, man.
We could have helped you with that.
You don't know what we're talking about.
Why would you put your whole family at risk for $2 grand?
Wasn't thinking.
Hey?
Wasn't thinking.
And then he disappeared.
Well, he didn't go to jail. When we caught up with him, it was life as normal. Shopping and, as we saw today, working on a car in the street. Can you explain to us then, Nathan, why you left there if you weren't sacked for this?
They laid me off.
Sorry, what was that?
Got laid off.
You got laid off. So it had nothing to do with you taking property that belonged to them. You could say the theft of $50,000 worth of equipment doesn't amount to much in the scheme of things, but for Chris and Rico, it did. You see, they say it meant they struggled to complete orders and, worse still, had to sack another staff member to compensate for their loss. But you'd have to admit it's a pretty lousy thing to do to a boss, isn't it? running a small business, he had to sack someone else. Are you concerned about that?
Chris says he passed on all his evidence within 2 weeks of the robbery. 9 weeks on, he's still waiting for a response.
I get that police are tight. I get the police, are prioritising high cases, just like I've been told over the phone numerous times. Your case is not as important, and we'll get to it when we can. I just don't think that's the right attitude to have.
It's pretty pathetic, to be honest. I'm just going to say it like it is. It's pretty pathetic. We gave him everything on a plate.
Queensland Police told us investigations are still ongoing.